Hey guys and girls, it's Nathan here from the B.Invested headquarters, and today just want to talk a little bit about why I keep smiling from ear to ear about this scamdemic. So a lot of people are asking me, why do you keep calling it the Corona scam? Why do you keep calling it the scamdemic? Look, we're in the midst of a global financial depression, GFD as I called it 3 years ago. Everyone thought I was off my fucking head at the time, and I wasn't. And I was talking about the fact that we'd have interest rates going down to zero, that we would see a massive financial catastrophe which was going to eclipse 2008 and probably eclipse the 1929 and 1930s Great Depression and make those times look like the good old days. And here we are. I turned 35 in May this year, so for my birthday upcoming, you could have got me a Lamborghini, a Rolls Royce, a new Bentley, whatever the case may be, but you could never have given me anything as fucking exciting as this scamdemic, right? They have literally wiped the fucking floor with this, virus. People getting sick out there, yes. Are people dying, yes. And I send my thoughts to those families and the people that are impacted by it. However, to say that you're under house arrest and everyone's got to not work and to turn us into a totalitarian fascist police state, look, that's another fucking topic. And that's I would never have seen it to be this great as what we're seeing. However, when we talked about universal basic income, when we talked about 0% interest rates, when we talked about depression that will outstrip lots and lots of people, here we are, guys. We're in the middle of it at the moment. We're only at the start of it, really. How long is this going to last? It's going to last for a little while longer. It's going to, a year, 2 years, 3 years. I don't have the exact date, right? But there's some levers that are getting pulled in the mix of things, and that's the opportunity. So 2 years ago, I did a mentoring program for a community of investors and talked about what was upcoming, which is basically everything we're seeing at the moment, just not that some guy eating a bat caused it. And there was an example that I said way back in the early days, and this is how I saw us going through it and the opportunities that lay ahead. Imagine we're in a hall and we have 500 people in the hall. There's a fire at the door and everybody gets scared and they just run out of the room, right? Out of the 500, you might have 450 people, which will run for the fucking door, and the fire's around the door. It's the only one door in the entry in the hall. Everybody's running through it. People are getting burnt. People are getting stepped on. People are fucking dying, right? And that's the people that are locking themselves in their house, killing their business. That's the people that are fighting over fucking rolls of toilet paper. That's where we're at the moment, right? People going chaos, right? People that are being fearful, people that are being greedy, people that are being fucking, silly in general, right? There's, maybe 45 people that are sitting there at their seat in the hall and they're crying, they don't know what to do, they're hesitating, they're very scared, they'll lose the oxygen, right? They get wiped out as well. The opportunity that I see is that there's a cupboard in the corner of the room. There's a double Besser brick cupboard, or a storage area or a safe in the bottom of the hall, and it has, it could be a double Besser, it could be a Besser brick, like a stairwell, that's safe, right? It might have a 4-hour burn time, so it might take 4 hours, right, to burn through that thing. So the opportunity I see in this position is that I can hear the sirens bellowing in the background. The fire brigade's on their way, right? Everybody's running for the door. They're getting burnt. They're losing oxygen. People are scared, whatnot. I can calculate the fact that within 4 hours, if there's 4-hour burn time in that, area where you can go hide, even though you're locking yourself in that back corner of the in the hall, the reality of it is that you hear the sirens coming. They're going to put the fire out, and by the time that they put the fire out, there's everybody that's run. So you've got 495 people out of the 500. They're either burnt, they've gotten out, they've escaped, whatever. They've left their wallet, their rings, their watches, their mobile phones, all their personal jewelry and belongings on the floor, right? I can hear the fire brigade coming, and I know I'm going to be safe hiding in that cupboard, right? So I walk around and pick up all the wallets, rings, watches, and jewelry off the floor, right? I go and take them quietly and walk into the cupboard. I'm not going to tell everyone there's a stairwell there, otherwise they're going to take my air, right? So you walk along, pick up everything off the floor, hide in there. Fire brigades come in, do their job, and then they find you. Oh, look, there's some survivors here. They've gone to the fire stairs, they've hidden in there, they've hidden themselves in a place which, you know, shielded them for that period of 4 hours. They bring you out, and then everyone's out there going, oh, I wish I had my phone, I wish I had my wallet, I wish I had my grandma's ring or my bracelet or whatever the case may be. And you go, well, actually, hang on a second, I've got the wallets, the rings, the watches and everything here. Who wants to buy their stuff, right? And that's the opportunity that we see at the moment. Is it all to do with property? No. I called this business B.Invested for a reason. I quit my job in the middle of the GFC. Property was one of my favorite vehicles for wealth creation. That's, you know, it's my favorite go-to. I always go back to it. I've got many different areas where I invest into, as far as, you know, different types of commodities, whether it be precious metals, whether it be cryptocurrencies, whether it be other financial instruments, whether it be debt instruments, whether it be property. And this is an opportunity where people are freaking the fuck out. They're fighting over toilet paper. They're running for that fire. They're trying to get out. They're trampling on people, and it's chaos, right? If you can have a clear, decisive plan, know how you're going to execute, understand the parameters of what you're working with, you know, the fire brigade coming, that's the stimulus packages coming. That's the helicopter money that's coming. That's, you know, all the things that's going to push us into the next phase of our society and economy and financially. So when people see me here and I'm excited by it, you know, I'm not going to sit here in 5 years' time and go, oh, I fucking wish I had have bought this and I wish I had have done that. I will, because I wish I had all of it, right? But the reality of it is that you have options right now, right? You're sitting at home watching Netflix, that's an option of watching that, or educating yourself. You have the option of taking action or inaction. You've got the option of being lazy at this point or being aggressive. And you can see by the amount of videos I make, the content I'm putting out there, the moves that I'm making, this is the most exciting time. This is like, I'm going to look back at this time and be so fucking grateful for the fact that I was alive in this point in history and be able to, you know, people said to me, how are you going to be a billionaire by the age of 40, right? These are the sort of markets that, you know, you need to embrace. You need to be able to take action upon them. You need to know what you're doing. So, you know, for all of you that are watching, all of you that are out there being scared, the reality is that this time will come and pass, right? You can either go and get trampled on, you can go and, you know, be strategic, you can go set yourself up, and this is an opportunity where you could not just change your own life, but change that of future generations. So I'll leave it with you. I'm not here to say go buy property. I'm not here to go and say, you know, go do anything. But that's why I personally am so excited for this period of time, just because of the opportunity. This is something that doesn't come by too often in our lives, certainly not at this scale anyway. This is a period where we're heading into a quadrilogy off winter, and you know, it's a change in all different aspects of life as well. So it's exciting times, guys. So we'll catch up soon. Now, if you have any questions, hit me up, email my team, admin@binvested.com.au, or call us on 1300 367 925. Stay safe, guys. Bye for now.